Hello everyone, CA Pratik Gujrathi here. Today we are going to discuss on important update made by Ministry of Corporate Affairs on Form CSR-1, which is made effective from 22nd of January 2021, and MCA has made an amendment in Section 135 of Companies Amendment Act 2020. So this form CSR-1 is available on MCA Portal with effect from 1st of April 2021. Okay, so CSR-1 form is applicable for every entity, whether Section 8 company, whether trust, whether societies, who are going to conduct CSR activities. So these societies and trusts should be registered public trusts or societies for this registration, and these entities should be registered under 12A and ATG of Income Tax Act. So if this CSR-1 form is not filed, or if any entity fails to file this form, then they are not eligible to conduct any CSR activities. And once the form CSR-1 is filed, then unique CSR registration number gets generated. So that number is very important. So let's go to the live demo of filing CSR-1 form. So friends, before going to the live demo of filing of form CSR-1, we have downloaded the form CSR-1 in PDF format from MCA Portal. I'll suggest you to keep a few things handy, like scanned copy of PAN card of the entity and registration certificate of the entity, and digital signature tokens also you have to keep handy of chief functionary of the entity, as well as the professional who is going to certify this form. So let's go to the live demo of filing of this CSR-1 form. So this is the PDF format of CSR-1 form. We have selected the language as English. These are the list of entities like Section 8 company, registered public trust, registered society, Section 8 company established by central government or state government, and Parliament Act. So we have selected it as registered public trust because the form which we are going to file is for registered trust. Second question is whether the entity is established by any company or group of companies. If yes, click it as yes or no. Now if this would have been the Section 8 company, then we would have put here the SIN of the company. Then you'll have to just pre-fill it, and the name of the company will automatically reflect over here. But as this is the trust, we'll putting the details below. Whether entity has established track record of 3 years in undertaking similar activities. Okay, this is the precondition of CSR-1 registration. Okay. So we have selected it as yes. So next thing is type of existing entity. It is trust. You have to put the registration number of the trust. If that is the Section 8 company, then we would have put SIN number, and it would have automatically reflected over here once we pre-fill it. Okay, so the date of incorporation of the entity we have put, detailed address of the entity we have put. Okay, district pin code as well. Now the email ID of the entity is very important in this form, because the OTP by which we are going to validate this form will receive that OTP on this email ID. So this is the email ID we have put. Now PAN of the entity. Now this is the details of directors or board of trustees. You have to put the number of members in the board, okay, in this box. Then once we put the number in this box, then automatically rows will create that much number of rows in this. Okay, so the name of that member, designation, PAN, and email ID. All the details we'll have to put, and then attachments which we have discussed earlier, like copy of certificate of registration and copy of PAN of the entity. This should be in the PDF format. Okay. Now this is the declaration, board meeting resolution number, resolution dated, what date. Now this is the field where we'll be putting the details of that chief functionary who is going to digitally sign this form, and PAN as well. I put the designation as trustee. And now certificate by practicing professional. Okay, you'll have to select who is the professional who is going to certify this form and few details of that professional, and then we'll click check form. Okay, the tab of check form is very important. This is the form level pre-scrutiny is successful. This means that this form is error free now, without any error. So okay, now we'll digitally sign this form. First we'll attach the DSC of chief functionary of this entity. Continue. Okay, and we have put the PIN of this digital signature and save this form in our system. Okay, so we have digitally signed this form by chief functionary of this entity. Once this signature is done, then we'll digitally sign this form by professional. Okay, practicing professional. We have selected the digital signature and continue. Okay, so we have digitally signed this form as well, saved it into our system. Now the whole form is ready to validate. Okay, you just have to select the tab of pre-scrutiny after this. Okay, once you select the tab of pre-scrutiny, this will send the OTP to our registered mail which we have put already. Okay, and you just have to put that OTP in this form, and then this form will be ready to upload on the MCA portal. Okay, now your practicing professional will upload this ready to file form on MCA portal through his or her login on MCA portal. Okay, and once this form is uploaded on MCA portal, you will get the acknowledgement of CSR form into your registered email ID. Okay, you must be seeing over here the acknowledgement which we have received in our registered email ID, and the unique CSR registration number is also generated. That is very important. Okay, so friends, we have seen the live demo of filing form CSR-1. If you face any kind of difficulty while filing this form, you may raise a query in comment box, and don't forget to watch our other videos on important updates regarding FCRA in FCRA series. Okay, thanks for watching.